Here's a detailed comparison between the two budget-friendly small hatchback EVs you're considering, the Renault Twingo-E Tech 2026 model, and the MG4 2026 model. I'll walk through key criteria: size/packaging, performance/range, charging and battery, technology and interior, pricing and value, then conclude with which might suit different buyers best. Size and packaging. 2026 Renault Twingo-E Tech. It's very compact, length 3.79 m, 149 in, width 1.72 m, 67.7 in, wheelbase 2.49 m. Boot capacity, around 305 L, with rear seats standard, and expandable to 360 L with flexible seating. Clever packaging, sliding rear bench, 17 cm sliding, for more legroom or extra cargo space. Clearly tailored for urban/city use, very small footprint, easy to maneuver. 2026 MG4. Larger than the little city car segment, length 4,395 mm, width 1,842 mm, height 1,551 mm, wheelbase 2,750 mm. More generous interior space, likely more cargo room and more comfort for longer journeys or more than strictly city use. Positioned more as a compact hatch/traditional small family car rather than ultra-city microcar. Summary: if your driving is mostly city/short hops, the Twingo has the cute, urban advantage and easier parking. The MG4 offers more space and is more versatile for mixed use, city plus occasional longer drives. Performance, range and battery. Renault Twingo-E Tech reportedly will use a 27.5 kWh, usable, LFP battery for the base version. Estimated WLTP range of 163 miles, 260 kilometers, for that battery size. Motor, 82 HP, 60 kW, and torque 175 Nm, 129 lb-ft, in early spec 0 to 100 km per hour 12.1 s, top speed 130 km/h 81 mph. Very much tuned for city driving, not high performance or long distance highway blasts. MG4. Motor, front mounted electric motor, 120 kW, 161 HP, and 250 Nm torque. Battery options, example 42.8 kWh for 437 km, CLTC, range, 54.0 kWh for 530 km, CLTC, range. Top speed 160 km/h. Can be seen as giving proper hatchback EV performance/do-anything capability rather than just inner city. Summary: the MG4 clearly has the edge in battery size, range, especially for longer trips, and overall performance. The Twingo is more modest, fine for city commuting, less so for long highway trips or if you need lots of range. Charging and efficiency. Renault Twingo-E Tech. Standard AC charger, 6.6 kW, optional upgrade to 11 kW AC plus 50 kW DC fast charging. Efficiency, for example 14.5 kWh/100 km for 27.5 kWh battery version. Real-world range will depend heavily on driving style, weather etc. For city use, it will be quite good thanks to small battery and lightweight. But for extended highway stretches the small battery becomes a limitation. MG4. DC fast charging supported, from 30 to 80% in 20 minutes in some versions. Efficiency, 11.9 kWh/100 km for 54 kWh pack version in CLTC test. Larger battery gives more flexibility, less range anxiety, for longer journeys. Summary: MG4 wins again for charging and range flexibility. The Twingo is very competent for urban use but is more limited in terms of long distance or high speed charging/battery size. Technology and interior features. Renault Twingo-E Tech. Interior, 10.1 central display plus 7 driver display in higher trims. Clever storage design, sliding rear bench, compact footprint but decent versatility. Pricing emphasized as very affordable, €20,000 in Europe, for its class. Safety/ADAS, standard ADAS including automatic emergency braking, blind spot alert etc. More advanced suite available. MG4. Interior, digital instrument cluster plus large central touchscreen, 10.25 up to 15.6 in some trims, in China version. Lots of storage, tech features. In some markets, strong driver aid systems. Larger body gives more room and comfort. Summary, both cars bring modern tech. Twingo gives very good value and urban-friendly features. MG4 gives a more grown-up interior and more space/tech for longer use or for those who expect more from a small hatch. Pricing and value proposition. Renault is clearly targeting a budget entry EV with the Twingo-E Tech, starting price expected under €20,000 in Europe, $23,000 for base versions. MG4, in China the 2026 version lists at 65,800 yuan to 102,800 yuan. $9,240 to $14,010 in Chinese market spec. Note, actual pricing for your market, Indonesia/SE Asia, will likely differ significantly after import, tax, local spec, etc. Value-wise, Twingo aims mainstream city car buyers who want affordable EV daily driver. MG4 offers more space, range, flexibility, so offers a stronger value for more if your budget allows. Considerations for your region, Indonesia/Asia. Availability, check local import or assembly status, local incentives/tax for EVs, local charging infrastructure. Cost of ownership, larger batteries may mean higher upfront, but more flexibility versus smaller battery means less range but lower cost. After sales service, spare parts, charging infrastructure will matter a lot. Which should you choose? Based on your needs. Choose the Renault Twingo-E Tech if your driving is predominantly city/short trips, commute, quick errands, and you rarely do long highway drives. You have limited parking space/live in dense urban environment where compact size is a big plus. You prioritize lower entry cost and urban agility over maximum range. You accept a smaller battery and range because you won't push the car hard or long. Choose the MG4 if you expect to occasionally drive longer distances, maybe highways, or have multiple passengers/cargo. You want more flexibility in how/where you drive, and want a more complete small car rather than ultra-urban only. Your budget allows a little more and you value range, tech, and performance more. You want a small hatch that can work for city but also handle outside city use well. Some notes/caveats. For both models, check local specification. Battery size, motor, charger will differ by market. For the Twingo, small battery means real-world range will drop with heavy use, high speeds, hot/cold climate. If you do a lot of highway/high-speed driving it may feel limited. For the MG4, although more capable, the actual local price, local incentives, import duties could shift the value proposition. Availability in Indonesia/C region. You'll want to check whether these models are officially launched, support network, charging infrastructure, etc. My judgment and recommendation. If I were recommending based on best budget small hatchback EV in a general sense. Best for ultra-budget city use, the Twingo-E Tech is very compelling. If your use case is mostly city, short, daily trips, and you like a compact, nimble car at lower cost, this hits the sweet spot. Best all-round small hatch EV, the MG4 edges ahead because of the more generous range/space/versatility. If you can afford slightly more, it gives a lot more capability and longevity, for example if your driving patterns change, you move outside city, etc. So if I had to pick one, I'd lean MG4 as the better budget small hatch EV overall, given its range and capability, but if budget was very tight and city-only driving was the norm, the Twingo-E Tech would be the smart pick.